assault and batteries, but my trunk stay ever ready. Assault and battery, if you scared, you never ready.
Alright, today's video is going to be my entire WWE Replica belt collection. This was requested to me in multiple videos in the past. But before that, if you're new to this channel, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you do have a suggestion that you want me to make a video on, whether it be collection-wise or discussions, leave them in the comment section. The way I'm going to start this video is showing the belt I got first to the belt I got most recent, and just tell a little story, because every single belt I've got has its own special story behind it. And it's a great thing, and I love collecting belts, and I wish it was something I got more into, but I kind of went towards the classic superstar side. But replica belts is definitely something I don't want to stop. Maybe not buy them as crazy as other people, but this won't be like the last. The first belt, and probably my most coveted and my golden piece in my collection, probably the most sentimental as well. I got this in high school while my wrestling coach had a little like a tournament between everyone on the team, and we were all wrestling for the belt, and it was ended up winning that. I was 17 years old at the time, wrestling in high school. And if you've been following this channel, you know I've gotten this belt signed by a whole bunch of guys, everyone from Hulk Hogan, the Great Khali, Chris Jericho, Ric Flair, Rey Mysterio, Kane, front and back, Batista, obviously most notably Batista. Got the nameplate on there in the front, but got guys in the back as well. Scott Steiner signed right in the middle, Booker T. And mind you, these belts have been like in my collection since like 20 years. So they've gone through the ringer. A lot of my, I've taken them, to parties, whatever, weddings I've used them at. They're a little, not as best condition as I would have liked them to be, but they're still like something that, I have them on display. I try not taking them out anymore, but you really do see the wear on them, but it's not like I plan on selling these anytime soon. Next, we have the Winged Eagle title, and this belt I got with Legend Killer. We found a guy on Craigslist who was selling his wrestling collection, and we drove to his house, which is about 2 hours away, and at the time, it was only signed by Bret Hart on the back. He was a diehard Bret Hart fan, and he was, I don't know what the reason it was for him to sell it, but he sold it to me, and since then, I got it signed by Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, and Diesel, I believe. Yeah, we got 4 signatures on there. Ric Flair, Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan, and Diesel. Next, we got my personal favorite. Just growing up, it was the Big Globe Attitude Era WWF title. WWF, but it is a WWE belt. And this one I got signed by Mick Foley, Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, and I believe that's it. This one I haven't got signed as many guys as I want. Just a few. But this one I got from the same guy as the last video. I went to his house for a second time, and that's when I picked this one up. And I was talking about this in a previous video, just like the adventures I've taken with Legend Killer. Just finding people on like Craigslist who live 2 hours away. And we ended up developing up a little bit of a friendship. But just going to someone's house, to sell stuff at the time was just nuts. But I knew I wanted this belt, and it just defines my childhood. Speaking of Stone Cold Steve Austin, the next belt we got is a heavy one. This is a deluxe replica, so it's a lot heavier than the rest of them. Thicker plates, just heavy, just really heavy. This one I got signed by Steve Austin during WrestleMania. A little bit smudged, but yeah, probably one of my most prized possessions, and another one that really defines my childhood. I got this belt during the highspots.com. I don't even know if that's a site anymore, but High Spots had a scratch and dent sale, and basically this belt was, I want to say like a couple $100s off, just because there was like a little smudge on the leather, and it literally just took a little bit of rubbing alcohol and just took it off, and it was like perfect, like new. Just a great story, me meeting Austin. I had the belt, like this, whatever, and shook his hand, and asked him if he wanted to hold it. He said, "Oh, throw that over your shoulder, son. Like, let's take a picture or whatever." I'm like, it was amazing. It was probably one of the best days of my life, is meeting Steve Austin with this belt. Next, probably one of the more underrated items in my collection. This is the Rated R Spinner belt, which I got in 2012, just before, gotta give it a good spin. Trying to get it, there we go. Just before I met Edge at Comic-Con in Toronto, and just one of the nicest wrestlers I've ever met. He was so personable. He talked to you, told you stories, whatever, laugh. He made a video with us for the Assault and Battery channel. But I asked him if he could inscribe it, which you don't have to pay extra for at that time. You just asked them. If they said yes, they said yes. If no, you say okay and move on with your life. But he signed it, the Rated R Superstar, Edge, and then Hall of Fame 2012. So really cool. And eventually, I know the original plan was for me to get this framed with like the picture of me meeting them. Everyone, when they see it, they want to use it at their weddings. They want to use it at their parties. It's been around the block, but really cool. And I'm really like having a spinner belt in your collection. I feel like it's so essential as like a wrestling fan, and definitely like being from Toronto and everything. Gotta have this one. Next, this belt isn't WWE related, but it's the Ring of Honor World Title. This I got in, I believe, 2013 or 14. Was actually gifted to me by a subscriber of mine named Ivan, who was gracious enough to get this for my birthday. So still talk to him to this day. Good guy. Hung out with him during WrestleMania 32. But that's really cool. And just remember seeing it for the first time. The quality is almost better than WWE belts when it comes to the leather and just how just it looks overall. Really good quality belt. And considering it's not like a WWE thing, it just looks like the real deal for sure. Next, we have the red strapped Universal title. This one I got during WrestleMania 34, about a month before when I knew who I was meeting. I ended up getting assigned by Bill Goldberg and Finn Balor, both at WrestleMania 34 during my access session. And since then, I haven't met anyone that has it signed, so you only got 2 signatures on there. Really cool. You know, I got it just to get something for Balor to sign, and Goldberg was there, and another cool piece to my collection. But I think the red strap, you know, it's everyone, you know, this is kind of a dark days of WWE, but the belt is really nice. Stupid me, I also forgot Roman Reigns signed this as well. During WrestleMania 34, Luke Cage was meeting him, and he had nothing for him to sign, so I asked him, I'm like, oh, can you please get my belt signed? Roman Reigns, Bill Goldberg, and Finn Balor. And last but not least, this was gifted to me by my now wife before our wedding. It was a wedding present, and I specifically asked for this, and the original plan was for her to get me like a watch or like something, you know, like a ring or bracelet. And I'm like, no, hell no. I want a replica belt. So this thing's heavy as well. The new WWE replica belts are heavier than the old ones. So we got the current version of the WWE title, and she ended up getting custom plates on there with our wedding logo, which was designed by Wwe Replica on one side, and then our names and our wedding date on the other side. So really cool. It came out with this. My entrance for my like husband, bride, whatever, the entrance of the bride and groom. It was like the star of the show. Everyone who was there, they wanted to take pictures with it. They were posing with it. Definitely one of those party things that you bring and everyone has a good time. And just for those of you who haven't seen a picture or whatever, I'll try putting a video on here as well of the entrance. But this is a picture of me from my entrance at the with a big smile on my face, holding up the belt. But great time at my wedding. You can check those videos out. They are uploaded on this channel. That's my replica belt collection. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.